Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody today? Hope everybody's doing good. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Halloween, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, everybody's doing good. What's up, buddy? How's it going, C4? Hopefully, you're doing good, my man. Well, today's actually Halloween, I think. Not 100% sure, but yeah, I think today's the last day of the month. I get well, no, if depending on where you're at, it may be maybe in the future, maybe even the 1st of November now in some places. I don't know. I'm not privy to all that stuff. I am fantastic today. I'm gonna tell you. I am fantastic. I am doing very, very well. Enjoying the day. It's a little rainy outside, but hey, we haven't had no rain in a while. What's up, Mr. Rob? How you doing, my man? I've got a new sponsorship that's going to be part of our channel. I think it's going to be something everybody's going to enjoy, and that I can't wait to bring that to you. We finalized everything today. Hi, Heavenly. How are you, hon? I can't wait to bring that sponsorship to you. Like I said, I think everybody's going to enjoy it. We finalized it today, and as soon as they send me the product, and I can honestly say, hey, I've tried it. You know, I'm going to recommend it good to everybody and everything. You know, uh, I don't mind telling you it's going to be like an energy drink. Uh, Go on, Charlie, go lay down. It's going to be an energy drink where you can, it'll help you focus with your brain and stuff. No caffeine, no overabundance of sugar. I'm really excited about it. Uh, yeah, I can't wait to actually try it and tell people, say, hey, look, I've tried it, and yeah, somebody likes to say stuff about you, honey. They say stuff about me all the time too. You know, I've got I've got people talking shit all the time about me. Come on up here a little bit. Come on, get up here, lay down. I wouldn't let people. I wouldn't let what people think bother you, hon. You, as long as you're having fun and you're doing all right, don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Tell them to go take a flying leap off of a piece of paper. I hear that. It is dumb, Heavenly. It really is. Yeah, I'm gonna let the kids go trick or treating after a bit. Well, actually, they're gonna go trick or treat and do something, and I don't know, with their friends and and that. And us adults are gonna get out of here, Charlie, and go lay down. Or us adults are gonna go maybe do some filming or something. Should be a good night for it. I've got my Olight all charged up and everything. Proud sponsor of our channel. If y'all don't know what Olight is, head over to olight.com and check out their products. Very awesome. If you decide you want something, put in there promo code nightmares and get 10% off of your purchase. And if you just sign up and everything, they're going to give you a free gift. All you got to do is pay shipping, which is like $5.15, I think it is, for shipping and everything. So yeah, hi hun, how are you? But I picked up another sponsor today. Like I said, as soon as the stuff gets here and I've actually tested it and say so I can fully recommend it, then I'll release the promo code and all that stuff for that. That'll be a good reveal, I think. But we're definitely trying to move forward. It's a good way to help support the channel. You know what I mean? And you get good products. Oh, I hear that, Rob. Wait, I don't know how trick or treating is going to be here tonight. It's supposed to rain, so we'll just see what happens. It's raining right now. Absolutely smash that like button. I found out also that I've got a person that comes into our channel that's trying to be very underhanded about some things, and that I'm not going to mention any names right now, but trying to be some very underhanded and very dirty, and yeah, I'm not happy about it, especially when yeah. But that's part of it. Always going to be a snake in the grass. Somebody's always going to talk shit about you, and somebody's always going to try to make you look bad, no matter what you do. If you support the 1A community, you're automatically a bad person anyway, and that you're either a liar or you're a cheater or you're a scam artist or something. Somebody's always going to talk shit about you some way or another. And even when you prove that you're not, and you show receipts and everything else, people are still going to talk shit. But that's okay. They can talk shit all they want to. I proudly support Angry Vet, and I proudly support for public safety, and especially AVA and everything. I proudly support him and others. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos about these cats. And if people don't like it, well, all you got to do is hit the X button. That's all I'm going to say about that. There's going to be a lot more stuff that I'm going to start doing, and that I've just got to get everything set back up. I've got to get my computer back probably in the next couple weeks when it comes back. And everything, it went down the other night after releasing the video. Something about a thermal internal heating issue or something, and they've got to send it off and see what happens and everything. And I don't mind telling nobody I'm renting the thing, and I have to wait for it to be fixed. So it's covered under warranty. But yeah, people are going to talk shit, and they're going to think bad about you if they want to. They're definitely hungry and after attention heavenly. Most definitely. People want to talk shit and everything and say what they say, but it's always hidden behind a keyboard or whatever. And I've been very supportive of just about everybody in the A1 community and stuff like that until they give me a reason not to be. If you don't see me in your channel anymore, or even just coming in and saying hi, there's a reason for it. And you know what I mean? Because I don't get why people need to have provocation by provoking somebody to get clicks and views. You're not going to make a difference, and that if you're antagonizing or causing the problem. That's like the other day when Indy was live. Like I told him, I said, don't become the story. Be part. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I told Indy, don't become part of the story. Just stand there and film. And if they ask law enforcement, ask you to back up or move around, hey, just say yes. And I mean, you have to kiss their ass, but don't antagonize it to where you're going to get in trouble, especially if they're trying to do something that may save somebody's life or help. Not all law enforcement's about all that, but there is an exception to that. People don't understand that. Well, it's actually the 1A community, and that it's First Amendment. But you don't have to. Exactly. No ass kissing. Exactly. But don't become part of the story because you got some over egotistic fucking pig that wants to take you to jail either. You know what I mean? If you're complying and they take you to jail, well, that shows that they're true tyranny. Then you just handle it in court. Maybe I'll dress up as a fairy for Christmas. No, I'm kidding. I probably just going to go as myself. That's scary enough. It's so easy, and I've been watching. It's so easy for people to get on here and call people out and talk shit and everything. And these trolls, when you show the receipts and everything, and that they don't like it, and it hurts their narrative. And I don't get it. Not every person that's an auditor or a cop watcher has the same style or whatever. I get that, but there's no reason to be provocative either. No need in provocation. If you're standing there and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do and you're being lawful, and you automatically go from 0 to 10, if you happen to get arrested and you go to court and they use that video, who's going to look like the bad guy? You or the cop? Right? Well, sometimes you have to be assertive. I get that. But if you're going to make a difference, and that's something that people keep saying, oh, we're trying to make a difference. We're trying to make a difference. Well, if you're truly trying to make a difference, listen, if you're truly trying to make a difference and there is a corrupt cop and everything, you don't need to be arrested all the time and that to have to set standard or change. All you need is the threat of arrest, and then you let the courts and everybody else handle it like they're supposed to. That's why they're there. May not always be just, but at least if you're exposing it or showing what kind of corruption, like what went on with Chris and Tiffany, they showed the corruption and the tyranny, and people are saying this and that and whatever. Well, evidently they haven't been paying attention. Most of the time, news media will not put people on the news media if they're full of shit. Most of the time. Now, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes they do. I mean, there's a lot of politicians that are full of shit. But I'm just saying, like, the news media have covered what's going on with these guys. And Meade County, Kentucky is a real pain in the ass. There's a lot of backwoods, underhanded corruption going on there, without a doubt, 100%. And it's not a place that I'd want to go to by myself. And I've never seen a jailer, an elected jailer, pull somebody over, empty their clip into that person's vehicle, and get by with it. And that a jailer here in the state of Tennessee, now I don't know about Kentucky, but in the state of Tennessee, a jailer has no more authority than I do. He can't even make an arrest. Now, inside the jail, he has the right to enforce things, the laws or the policies set forth by the sheriff's department for the prisoners. But he has no more authority than that bowl of dog water down there. Mm. But I'm glad it's Halloween. I love Halloween. I love that. I love the spooky stuff. Woo! Like ghosts and stuff like that. Maybe I'll try to go somewhere that's supposed to be a little creepy or a little haunted or something or another, and maybe do a live from there. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, and that. But yeah, we've got some stuff going on with the channel and that, and we've got two sponsors now. Olight is one of them, and my other one, like I said, once I get the product here and that, I will tell y'all more about it. But I think you're going to like it. But I want to make for sure that it's something that I'm going to be able to endorse. I don't want excuse me. I don't want to tell you that it's a good product and then it not be. You know what I mean? I want to try it. I want y'all to see me try it. And that way, you'll say, well, like, hey, this guy's competent. He stands behind his product. But I think it'll be okay. Like I said, it's an energy drink and it has zero sugar, no caffeine. It's like supposed to help you focus and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that'll be pretty damn cool. But I want to try it because Lord knows with my ADHD, I need focus. And when the product gets here and stuff, I'll just do a live unboxing. I'll just try it live so y'all can see it. That ought to be pretty cool. And everything. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that came in there into the live yesterday. And that, even though, nobody donated or anything to that nature, I still appreciate everybody just for being there because my anxiety was really stressed and everything. We ran out of gas. I ran out of gas yesterday. And of course, that ain't nobody's fault. That's my own. But I had to go get medicine for the kids and I had to drop that computer off. And fortunately, one of my friends happened to see us sitting there and had 3 gallons of gas. And he's like, hey, buddy, what are you doing? And I had messaged him on Facebook and he's seen us and he said, what's the matter? And I told him. So, yeah, but we got home. No big deal. Somebody came in yesterday talking shit about that, but that's okay. People want to talk shit and everything. And And, you know, listen, super chats and things like that, they're there to help support channels. You know, if you like the person and you want to super chat, even if it's 99 cents, it still helps the channel. We're not making big money off of what we do, but I love bringing y'all stuff. I love talking about the A1 community. I like it when we go out and we do the junkyard stuff, you know, and we take off stuff like that, even storage units. I love sharing with everybody. It's not, we love the adventure part of it. And, you know, I haven't been able to do a lot of cop watching and stuff like that lately because, you know, I'm not saying it's not important because it is, but I have to take care of my family too. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of these other channels that you can definitely tell if you just go in there without just being like, oh God, well I'm going to support this guy because I'm totally anti-government and anti-police and all this. If you go in there with an open mind, you'll see that the idiots that are doing this stuff that claim to be part of the movement and want to help are full of shit. They're just doing it for clicks and views, and they want you to give them every fucking thing that you got, and when you stop, you're a piece of garbage, and they block you. And yes, I'm speaking from firsthand. I'm not going to mention the channel, but I supported them 100%. You know, wanted to help them out and everything else, and yeah. What's up, Indiana? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, my man. Happy Halloween, brother. Listen, guys, this guy's been killing it lately on his shorts, and that been doing some good video work too. I think he's really starting to love that Canva or whatever he's using, and yeah, it's a good video that live the other day that where he was filming out there and everything. Indiana's another one of those places like Kentucky. If you ain't careful, they'll hang you up by your short hairs for no reason, and so you have to be really careful. They got some weird laws there. Some really weird laws. Kentucky is a strange place. I've said that for a long time, even before you know all this stuff about being able with freedom of speech and free press and all that. Even before all that stuff, Kentucky is one of those states that they do what they damn well want to, and 100%, you know, just do whatever the hell they want to. Kentucky's a weird fucking state. I don't even know how else to say it, but they're just a weird fucking state. Mary's dressed up like a witch today, or was. She had on her pointy hat and had a little wand. She forgot her broom though. Of course, she may be a modern day witch now. She may be riding a vacuum cleaner. I don't know. Love you, honey. Wouldn't that be funny, guys, to see a witch riding a vacuum cleaner? Isn't it funny though, if you think about, like, I don't know how old everybody is. I'm 50. You know, like back when I was growing up, witches talking about witches riding a broom or or something like that would have never caused controversy. But nowadays, if you say something about a woman and a broom and shit like that, you're a sexist, or you're a bigot, or you're a male chauvinist. This whole world's gone and got itself all fucked up some way or another, and I don't know how we can unfuck it. Just think, guys, no matter what your decision is, we're 5 days, almost 6 days now, I guess, from to see how the world's going to be run and all that good stuff. Uh, and that got two political candidates that seem to have their own views and thoughts and everything. And I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work out. It's either going to be good or it's going to be bad. One of the two. Exactly. Yeah, they chose a vacuum cleaner in Hocus Pocus. I love that movie. Uh, what's that other one? Bed knobs and broomsticks. I guess wasn't Witches of Eastwick. That was a good movie too. It was, and that I thought that was a really good movie. Man, I can remember about this time of year, what and everything. Maybe it was a Thanksgiving program with the Peanuts. But the Peanuts was It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Y'all old enough to remember It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? It might have been more towards Thanksgiving. No, it might have been Christmas. I don't. It could have been Christmas. I remember. I think the Great Pumpkin was Christmas. Yeah, that it's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, Rob, go watch it. Witches of Eastwick. It's a good one, or maybe it was a TV show. I don't remember, but either way, it was really good. Cher was in it, and Sandra Bullock, I think, and somebody else. I don't remember, but yeah, that's been so long ago. But I definitely know that Cher was in it. Indiana said, I'm a fan of bloody, scary movies." Yes, I know. I miss that, man. I miss the Snoopy too. You know, when they had Snoopy and stuff like that, man. You used to get some good shows like that, but you don't get that stuff anymore. I think the one that they've wore out the most though, but it's a classic, and that's Miracle on 34th Street. I think they've wore that thing out. That and Christmas Story. You'll shoot your eye out. Hi Stephanie, how are you, hon? Welcome. Good to see you. I heard that he lost his channel. Uh, you know, the only thing I can say about that is when you go around poking the bear, you're going to get bit. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Don't stir shit if you don't want to smell it. And that's just my personal opinion, because what you put out there is what you're going to get back. Happy Halloween to you, Stephanie. Good to see you. Hey, y'all make sure you hit that like button and share. It really does help the channel. Yeah, I don't watch Saw either. I'll tell you another movie that I just absolutely cannot watch and everything. I mean, even like when it first came out, and especially like the remix, The Exorcist. I just cannot. I just cannot watch that damn movie. It freaks me out so bad. It just kills my anxiety. And yeah, I just no, nope, nope, not gonna happen. Maybe it's just because it's too close to being real. I don't know, but I just can't watch that movie. It's one of those things that just like, oh shit, you know. While I'm thinking about it, I want to show you uh my new hat that I got. Look at this. Check this out. Huh? What y'all think about that? I know I'm ugly. I'm sorry. Yeah. See my new hat? Pretty darn cool, I think. I like the camouflage and yeah. Show y'all something else too that'll see if I can get this. Woo. Sorry about the big hand in the way. See my new thing that I hung up over there? Ain't that pretty awesome? I like the mushrooms and all that stuff on there. That thing's pretty cool. Yeah, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street. The first time I ever watched Nightmare on Elm Street, and that I laughed about it. I thought that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Well, here I'll share my link with you, Gregory, if you want to come up or whoever, as long as you're not. Yeah, I said I would. I'm on my phone. It's kind of hard right at the moment. Sorry. Uh, well, shoot. No. Huh. Well, maybe I'm not familiar with. Maybe I'm not familiar with how to do it on my phone. Maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Maybe invite guest. Okay. Copy. All right. Let's see. More. Post a comment. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, I know there has to be a way to post that damn thing. Yeah. Guess I was wrong about that. Oh well. Excuse me. I know what I'll do. Hold on 1 second. I'll do this. There we go. That's how you do that. I had to make sure I didn't say anything because I didn't want to echo. I just went to my YouTube page and that posted it up in there. So what's everybody going to do tonight? Everybody going to go trick or treating or whatever? Going to go out and trick or treat and all that good stuff, or maybe just sit at home with some popcorn and a good horror movie. Maybe not even a horror movie, just something that's like suspenseful. That sounds like a good plan, Michael. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. 100% sounds like a good plan. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. All right. I had somebody pop in here. Let's see.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, Gregory?
Well, and I always go and laugh to the holiday panel, but when I see you, I'm used to telling them to text me because we can go together. But the problem is, I don't have that. I don't got that paid vision anymore.
Right.
Normally it will let me save it, but it won't. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what we're going to do tonight. I know a couple old houses and stuff around here, and may go see and check into or something. I know the kids are supposed to go trick or treating with their friends or whatever, and that should be interesting. Huh. Well, Gregory fell off. I hate when that happens. Now, if it was Friday night, I know what I'd do. I'd sit at home and watch wrestling and everything, all that good stuff. Watch SmackDown, even though I think it's pre-recorded because they have Crown Jewel coming up, which is their pay-per-view, and that. I hope he didn't get hurt either. I know it. He fell right off the screen. He fell right off the screen, didn't he, Chihuahua? Yeah, it's a good Chihuahua. Hey, if you're not a member, for the new people here, if you're not a member, membership's only 99 cents. Go ahead and get that on in there if you want to. Super chats, they're always open if you want a super chat. Not necessary, but deeply appreciated. Your table fell off the live once. I think I remember that, bro. Yeah, I seen that barbecue guy's been doing a lot of Pokemon stuff and that. I catch his stuff once in a while. I also get notifications and I'll go set and watch for a little bit. Of course, Tim and Christy, they're still killing it with their storage units and everything. Like watching them sometimes. Shit, most time I'll just go set in a place and not even say nothing. I just like to set and just watch. Every Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. Yeah, there's usually so much going on. It's kind of hard to get it all crammed in. If and that got subscribed to so many people, and there's just so much going on. Of course, I've been following stuff with the election and just different things, ghost hunting and cooking and food eating competitions and things like that. Hell yeah! And then if somebody goes live in the meantime, that's something else that you just throw in there and watch and that some people you like to watch, some people not so much. When when it gets to be just dumb shit, it's like, I can't watch this anymore. We got that. I got that camper gift to us, and we got it set in, and I've got it leveled out now and everything. And I'm gonna jack it up this weekend and pull the wheels off from underneath it and put it on jack stands, or put it up on blocks, and then make sure it's nice and level. Then I'm gonna go in there and pull take that built-in dresser out, and put up some shelves on that one side and everything. It makes good storage, that's for sure. Somebody said I ought to fix it up and live in it. And I go, why the hell do I want to fix it up and live in it? I got it for storage. That's it. It probably would have made a good deer blind if I'd have put it out there uh, somewhere. Yes, yes, yeah. I watched both of those channels. I'm subscribed to him. Matter of fact, I've met him when he came down here. If you go look it up, it's in McKenzie, Tennessee, where he done the pizza challenge. It's a 2-person pizza challenge, and he done it by himself. And that I've tried that challenge twice already now, and with another person, and still can't get it. That's a big damn pizza. It's it's a really big pizza, and then you have to drink the 2 liter of pop on top of it and everything. I watch him and I watch Joel Hansen, and there's another guy too, a couple other guys actually. There's a woman too. Oh, I bet he could. I bet he could. So, well, the garbage disposable done it himself. He'd eat it by himself and everything, which I thought was really cool. And but yeah, it's a hell of a challenge. No two people have beat it. He's the only one that's actually beat, and he done it by himself. Yeah, Randy Santel, Katina. Yep. There's another guy too. Uh, Beard versus Food. I think that he's like an English guy. He's got a big old long beard and everything. Really good dude. I like watching him too. Except for he couldn't eat that English breakfast. The blood sausage got him. He just couldn't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I liked him. And like I said, I like the other guys. outdoor channel unsupervised. You know, he don't actually he don't live too far from us. He's about 2.5 hours away from us. Like I said, I met him when he come up here to McKenzie and everything. And like I said, I watched that guy put that pizza away. I know. I like watching them when they do that hot dog contest too. That one guy eat something like 50 hot dogs or something. I was like, my God. Like, and it was hot dogs and buns both. I'm like, Jesus. Those chicken wings get Joel sometimes though. I watched him with some of those chicken challenges, and him and that one guy, they done that chicken wing challenge, and man. I just watched a guy do a pizza burrito challenge last night. They take a pizza, yeah, it's a pizza burrito, and they take a pizza and then they put the burrito toppings on top of it and then fold it over. And he had 10 minutes to eat it. It had never been beaten before, and he done it in less than 5 minutes. It's 4 minutes and 59 seconds, which was pretty cool. If y'all like food challenges and things like that, man, these people that we're talking about, or just even curious about it, these people that we're talking about, I would recommend that you go watch them, because just seeing some of the stuff that they eat, man, is just unreal. Yeah, Joel can put the food away, man. I'll tell you. I don't know about that dude. I don't know where that cat puts it. And this Joel Hansen that we're talking about, guys, I'm not fruity or anything like that, but he's a good looking dude too. I mean, so yeah, if you like watching good looking dudes eat food, that's a good guy to go watch. I'm comfortable in my sexuality. I can say he's a good looking dude, because he really is. He's a really good looking dude. Oh, is he a model? I didn't. I get. Well, yeah, I guess I knew that. I guess from. He's a fit joker, that's for sure. He was live earlier doing a workout or something or other. I just can't watch guys do workouts. That shit, yeah.
What's up? Sorry about that.
It happens. Welcome back, Gregory.
Welcome. You know, you know, and before I started something, before I said something, hey, Indiana, you jackass! If you talk shit on the chat, come up there and talk shit to me, bro. Piece of shit, you are. Okay, go on. I hate when he does that. You know, he talks shit
Yeah.
on the chat. He got no fucking balls to come up. You know, but he still got another guy. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to find somebody to do that pizza challenge with me, man. Hell, I've tried it. Like I said, I've tried it twice. You can go watch both of the videos. They're up on the channel where we tried to beat that pizza challenge here in McKenzie, Tennessee, and yeah,
that I can't.
it's a lot of food. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's a lot of food. The last person I done it with, we came close and everything.
No, Michael. No, Indiana.
No,
No,
he's talking about Indiana.
Yeah, not you. No. Oh, did you see AEW last night? The Young Bucks lost the belt,
Yep.
and
Yeah, I was watching. I watched AEW last night. I've got to where I watch it a little bit. Some of it. Sometimes it's hard to watch AEW. Uh, their product's not been the very best, and it's just like it's like watching. It's like watching a bunch of indie wrestlers that don't know what the hell they're doing. Except for these guys have been major superstars, and that I'm like, what are you guys doing?
since Cody left, you know. But the
Yeah, since
problem
Cody went to. Yep. Happy
is that
Halloween, Mike.
the
Hope hope you and your
TNA
family have a good one. Yeah, I mean, some WWE sometimes some of their programming, I was just like, God, what are you guys doing? You know, just like some of the women wrestlers. Nothing against women. It's just some of the women wrestlers that just act like they don't know what they're doing, and they've been trained and everything else. I mean, obviously they're good, or they wouldn't be there. But just some of their matches is like, my God, what are you doing? I've seen rookies that didn't make this big a mistake.
You know, ever since they went from 3 hours, 2 hours on Monday, the rating went down big time. You know?
Yeah, it sucks. It
Yep.
really does. It sucks.
Yep. Because I have to get the 3 hours into and that's how you fucked up the shit, you know? Like AEW, they do 3 hours and like 3 hours and two, but they're doing separated, you know?
Yeah. They actually need the 3 hours and everything.
You know, AEW should buy out TNA. They'd be really good, you know?
Well, the thing about it with AEW is I think what hurts AEW the most is there's no storytelling. There's no long-term booking. And there really needs to be long-term booking is and that to help further their storyline. They've got good wrestlers, and sometimes they put on, like watching last night, Adam Cole and that other guy.
Buddies.
That they had a good match. I thought they had a really good match.
That was badass. That was good.
I thought they had a really good match, but it was just like, what was the purpose in it? You know, Buddy Matthews is an excellent wrestler, probably one of the best in the world, and you know Adam Cole too, and they had a good match. It's just there needs to be more follow up for the reasoning and stuff. And I guess next week Adam Cole probably wrestle Aleister Black, which I like Aleister Black, another fantastic worker, just not being used right.
You know who's doing all the writing? Tony Khan is. Tony Khan's doing all the writing. That's what it is. Tony Khan is in charge of the writing of the wrestlers.
Yeah. He needs to let somebody else handle it.
Exactly. Like JR or Taz or somebody who knows the business more.
Exactly.
You know, but the young bucks, Evie young bucks, the vice president, they got nothing to do with vice president. It's too young. You know, you gotta have a vice president like people who knows like JR. Taz would be good at VIPs. You know.
Well, they've got Brian Danielson there, probably one of the best technical workers that I've ever seen. I mean, you know, super great athlete, knows the business and everything else, and was a producer for WWE. I don't know why the hell they won't let him handle some of that stuff. You know, he said Tony Khan said something about he was doing something backstage or whatever. But it's inconsistencies. There's no storytelling. Like last night, you know, they brought in Shelton Benjamin and Swerve. They had a good match. But why are they fighting? What is the purpose in it?
Exactly. Like the purpose was, you know how when the fight with Maxwell fight with Danny Garcia, that was the purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the purpose. You know?
And that whole shit with John Moxley and all them, and that I don't even understand that whole deal. John Moxley looks like a some dude that they picked up out of the truck stop somewhere and made a damn wrestler.
He looked like in the beginning. He looked like when he came the first time in wrestling. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And
it's not good for him like that. It's not. It's not his character. It's not.
The bad part about it is John Moxley, there again, another great wrestler. And that
like shit.
Yep. Same way with Cesaro. Cesaro, definitely another great worker, absolutely phenomenal. But the problem is Tony Khan has tried to be everybody's friend instead of being a boss.
Exactly.
And he's allowing the wrestlers to call their own shot. And what sounds good on paper, when they try to put it to TV, looks like shit.
You know
because
what?
there's no storytelling.
You know what's Sting retired? The really reason why he's retired, because the rest of AEW, he asked Tony Khan if he could be a writer. He said no.
Yeah.
Sting would be a very good writer.
Yeah, the man's got almost 40 years in the business, kind of like Undertaker, you know?
Yes. Now this person like the Undertaker come in W fix, you know, like Shawn Michaels, you know.
Everybody was talking about, well, what if Shane McMahon does this or Shane McMahon goes to AEW? I think it'd be great for AEW if Shane McMahon goes to AEW and Tony Khan lets him.
He's done with wrestling, he says. Shane McMahon, he's doing different.
If he I'm just saying if he went there and he applied his knowledge that he has of the business, I mean, my God, you know.
AEW could go in a long way.
Well, the problem is they got too many meaningless that has championships, too many championship belts that and it ain't even his own product. It's from like New Japan and Ring of Honor and this and that. Okay, I know he owns Ring of Honor, but if you want to do Ring of Honor, go to the network and say, "Hey, look, I want to do a 1 hour show on Ring of Honor," and you showcase whoever you're going to have there in Ring of Honor on its own show, not on your main roster. You know, if they come to the main roster, they should be using the Ring of Honor kind of like WWE does with NXT. It should be like their developmental.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not a billionaire with daddy's money and everything else. You know, I only done it for 15 years. I mean, booked several shows and yeah.
You know why? You know, I think it's because Tony Khan picked the people he likes.
Well, yeah, he wants to be everybody's friend. Go lay down, Charlie. He wants to be everybody's friend, and that's okay. You can be friends, but business is business. You can be friends outside of business.
Look how Jack Perry body slam Tony Khan. That was the worst body slam ever. That was the worst TV story, worst ever in history of wrestling. You know.
Well, the way the current product with AEW is right now, it reminds me of when WCW and the whole NWO thing and everything, and they went out of business.
Yes.
You know, it's like they're struggling, and it's not because we don't like the product. I like the wrestlers, and they put on good matches, but there's just no consistency as far as like storytelling and things like that. Maybe that's what we ought to do, Gregory. We ought to put together a podcast and critique wrestling.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. That'd be very good.
Just do a review every Monday night and stuff and that. Of course, I'm not paying $50 to watch AEW's pay-per-view. I'm just not, because
You could
I
go to Peacock and pay only
you know,
$4.99 a month. You know.
I got Peacock, but I just don't ever watch AEW their pay-per-views. I'm just not. It hasn't been worth the $50 to pay to watch their pay-per-view.
In
Of
the
course,
beginning, it was when Cody
yeah,
was.
in the beginning it was. Yeah,
Cody knows
absolutely.
what he's doing. Cody was, but there. Cody Rhodes.
Well, that's like Adam Copeland. Take Adam Copeland for instance.
Yes.
A great worker and everything. He came in there. He was going to do a program with Christian and everything. But the problem is Tony Khan has gave his workers too much leniency to do their own thing. And look what happened. He wound up shattering his leg.
Mm-hmm.
And, and it's okay, like I said, to want to be friends and everything else and all that good stuff. Great. But friends after work, not during the show, and that you have to be a boss sometimes. Sometimes you have to be the boss. That's what you're paying them for.
Look at MJF. He wants to go to WWE, but that's a no because he won't make it in WWE. MJF, he's not ready yet.
Well, I think that if MJF went to WWE, that he would be a watered down version of himself because of due to the censorship.
Yep.
Now, with it being on Netflix, it might be a different story. I like MJF, a great worker, good on the microphone, got great promo skills and everything,
But he's a terrible wrestler.
But, it's kind of like Hulk Hogan. Back in the 80s, Hulk Hogan, everybody loved Hogan and that, but he's only got 5 moves. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, it's so predictable in that. Kind of like with Jimmy Uso. I like Jimmy Uso. I like Jay. But they're so predictable. You already know what they're going to do before they ever get in there. And a super kick, a splash, a yeet, and maybe a clothesline or a spear. And same thing with Roman Reigns, the most over son of a gun I've ever seen. But it's the same shit. And if you've seen one Roman Reigns match, you've seen them all because there's no difference in them. There's nothing sets him apart from anybody else.
What happened the olden days? They used to do the belt every week. Every week they fight for the belt. Every week,
Well, and I get it. Like Brock Lesnar was a special attraction.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns got to where he was a special attraction. People wanted to see him, and when he showed up, people paid money to see him. But you still have to have something that people want to see, like the whole story with the Bloodline. I like the Bloodline story, but when you've seen one Bloodline beat down, you've seen them all. It's the same shit that they do the same thing over and over, just beating somebody down, and for what?
You know what's good? If AEW wants to be really open, that's to invade WWE.
Oh, I'd love for that to happen.
It would give them down the dome, because Vince not there no more. Can you imagine AEW come and beat up all the wrestlers? Oh, that'd be fucking good.
Yeah, it'd be freaking amazing.
Yeah, that'd be
good.
A
great storyline.
Yeah,
Like WWE's partnered up with TNA. Do you know they could tell an angle where it was like an invasion?
When? I didn't know TNA.
Oh yeah. They've been using a lot of their talent down in NXT, but they could use it.
No more. That's why Vince doesn't own WWE anymore. That's why. Okay, because it'd be talking that for years and years and years, and Vince said, "No, I won't do it. I won't do it."
It would be great if they told an invasion angle with TNA, where and shit like that. That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Look at the DX was invaded WCW.
Yes. That was great. but back in those days, man, they really wanted to tell a story and things like that. You know, they had reasoning, and their storylines made sense. And see, that's what made WCW so popular. Is because they had a whole story angle, and but they just took it way too far, and they wrote it out too long, and then by the time they realized what was going on, the wrestlers and their guaranteed contracts and being their own creative, kind of like AEW. Guess what happened? Vince McMahon wound up buying them out because they had nothing, nothing. And when Vince bought them out, bought WCW out, the only thing they bought them out for was the video library. That's it.
The reason why is because Turner doesn't want to anymore. Eric Bischoff was going to buy it, but the story is, you ever see Bischoff broadcast? He's saying I was going to buy WCW, and he promised me Turner. He lied. He stepped back him and he gave it to Vince McMahon.
See, and that's something else too. Like all these politicians,
yeah,
you can. They've got a great story. They tell a good promo and everything, but when it comes to the main event and that they get in there, they look like a bunch of little, like, I don't know, like a bunch of idiots running around, and it's like they forget everything that they talked about, and that when they get into office and there's no fight, there's no story, there's no follow up to what they promised.
You know what AEW should do? They should open like WWE, like a TNX, but international. You know, international. Then if they're ready, they could go to WWE, AEW. You know,
Tony Khan right now has one of the best opportunities, but fails to take it since he owns Ring of Honor, and that he could take Ring of Honor, find a place somewhere down there in Jacksonville. Well, hell, they already run at the bar, and put Ring of Honor down there in that bar that he owns as their developmental, just like NXT. And when guys come in or whatever, and that they run them through the developmental center, they can train their own workers, have their own little performance center. He's got enough money to build a performance center just like WWE did and everything, and run a weekly show, 2 hours, and it gets people that watches gets to see, you know, their new talent or whatever, and that because people used to follow Ring of Honor. Hell, I followed Ring of Honor. That's why I knew about the Briscoes and everybody else, you know, that had, before they ever hit WWE or TNA or anything like that, is because of Ring of Honor, Ohio Valley Wrestling, Florida Championship Wrestling. You know, you knew about these people from there, and when you seen them and they went through the developmental, and that when they come to TV, they were prepared and they were ready.
You know why? You know why Cody Rhodes left AEW? It's because he was not getting along with Tony Khan. He wants ideas. Colin Khan said no. Then when his contract expired, he left. But the problem is they're using Cody Rhodes the same thing too. You know, after Cody Rhodes put them down, they're gonna even go to Cody Rhodes. You know?
Yeah. And there was too many people. There's too many people. The EVPs. There's too many of the EVPs. Since you know they Tony Khan wants everybody to be his friend. Okay, great. The Young Bucks, good wrestlers, good workers. I've known them. I know them personally. Really good guys. I've worked with them in Nashville. I worked with them in just everywhere. Really good guys. Really good technical workers.
But they're not.
But they're not bookers. They're not bookers.
Exactly. They're not.
But when Tony Khan lost Cody Rhodes, and then he fired CM Punk over Jack Perry and everything, his product has gone to shit because Cody Rhodes knew exactly what he was doing. He kept the show together. Dynamite was running great. the Saturday night show that they put CM Punk in charge of, great. Good ratings, good views, good wrestling, storylines, and that. But both of them are now gone and they're in WWE. And look where WWE's at with the same two wrestlers. One they said was a problem and everything, and look how over he is.
Mm-hmm. But the problem is they're not using CM Punk as much as AEW do, you know?
Right.
But CM Punk was saying, I got no choice. I don't know what WWE, but I got no choice, you know? They offer me, you know?
But the thing about it is, CM Punk's not wrestling, and when he's not wrestling, and that he's down at the Performance Center in Orlando with Shawn Michaels, and he's helping develop the characters, the new people there. And look how much better the product for NXT has become since he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, and it's great. It's great. I mean, some of the stuff that they put out is really good stuff, but some of it both shows is garbage.
You know who? Jack Perry. It's Luke Perry's son.
Yes,
an actor. Yeah, a lot of people doesn't know that. You know.
Well, you know, I like his new character development now, but he needs to be. They need to tell more story with him and everything. Like right now, if they took Jack Perry and aligned him with Christian Cage, you know, and that those two together would be great heels.
Yeah,
Sinister.
It's all overrated. He's getting tired. He's booking.
And go lay down, Charlie. Go on, go lay down. Silly German Shepherd. But you know, like TNA, I watched TNA the other night. You can watch it on Thursday nights on YouTube, and you can watch their live show. And I think they've been killing it. I mean, they've been doing really good. You know, some of the best work I've seen out of TNA in a long while since they lost all their contracts and stuff like that. But TNA back in the day even used to be really good. You know, when it was Bully Ray and AJ Styles and you had Sting in there, and they had a really good character development with TNA.
Whatever happened to Samoa Joe?
He's still there, but I don't know what I don't know if he's just taking a break or if he's injured. I haven't heard anything. He had that one match, and yeah. Yeah, we're still live, Rob. We're sitting here just talking about wrestling. Something I can talk about for hours.
It happens to me, Rob. Internet problem, it happens.
I just think that, you know, some of the wrestling is just is a little. There's no story development. You know,
wrestling called WOW, women's wrestling. You ever heard it?
Yeah.
You ever watch
there's another group. If you haven't never watched them and everything, you can watch them on YouTube. You can find them on YouTube. It's called House of Glory, and yeah, JD from JDNY or JD from New York. 206. He runs a podcast. He's one of the announcers, and Solomonster is the commissioner there. And both of them have big YouTube channels. They critique wrestling. Really good guys. I watch them religiously. There's another guy that comes on with him too. It's Jesse is his name. Shottown Mark, and everything.
You
Really good.
See Bishop talk show Bishop.
Yes, I watch Eric Bishop's talk show sometimes too. Bully Ray's.
Really had one? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Bully Ray's got one. It's called Busted Open Radio, I think it is, or Busted Open Podcast.
I know MC the guy who stole in line with EC Carter. I know you have it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people got, you know. Now I know.
That's why I knew about Jacob Fatu was from the House of Glory Wrestling and everything. I used to watch it. I'd watch it all the time on YouTube. And I was like, man, I can't wait for like Jacob Fatu. Just go in there and put in Jacob Fatu in YouTube, man, and just watch some of his matches and stuff, man, and the people that he's worked with. And I'm like, Jesus, this dude's a beast. Of course, he's 40 pounds lighter now and everything, but a great worker. And I can't wait for him to break away from the bloodline with and that and everything.
You didn't want to miss ECW.
Yes.
That was the freaking hardcore wrestling, you know? You ever see backyard wrestling?
Oh, yeah.
That's 100% hardcore.
Yeah, I watch a lot of stuff. I watch JCW. I watch NWA and that. Oh yeah, I miss the old days with AJ Styles and TNA. TNA, man, they told, you know, when Kurt Angle was there and it was AJ Styles and Booker T and that, but where they made the mistake, they brought in Hogan, they brought in Bischoff, they brought in all these guys, Nash and everything, and it went to hell. And look what happened. But Dixie Carter was a lot to blame for that too. She didn't know nothing about the wrestling business, and she allowed these people, you know, to mess her over. In my opinion. But again, she didn't want to listen, you know, and instead of letting the people actually do the booking that knew what they were doing, and that she wanted to have her hand in the middle of it, kind of like Tony Khan, and like, oh no, I don't want this, and no, and it killed the business when she started trying to do things her own way. And then of course they had Mike DeMora there. Mike done a real good job until they got rid of him. And of course now he started his own wrestling promotion, which I think is going to be great. Tony Khan partnered with him, I think, on one of their last shows. AEW has a great opportunity to be a great wrestling promotion. And when they first started, I watched AEW religiously because I liked what they were doing.
But last fucking 2.5 years, it's almost like WWE. You know?
Yeah, I hadn't watched it like I was before, but I've been kind of watching it now a little bit, and you know, they got great wrestlers. They've got a shit ton of great wrestlers. Matter of fact, he's got too many. But I honestly believe that, you know, he's focused on too much about worrying about other people's promotions and things like that instead of focusing on his own. You know, he's got Mercedes Moné there. She's a TNA champion and a strong style women's champion or whatever. And they feature both belts. You don't see WWE featuring somebody else's belt, even if they bring in somebody like from TNA.
You know what he should do? He should bring more people from the Japan and the UK. You know?
Yeah, I like. Oh, speaking of that, I like Will Ospreay, man. Yeah. God, what a great worker!
Oh yes, better than MJF.
Such a great worker. I mean, talented. Mm-hmm. That other guy, that Fletcher Reed or whatever, that was partners with him with Will Ospreay, another great talent, but they're underutilizing them.
I don't like his haircut. I don't.
Just underutilizing these guys that have great story and could tell great stories, and I'm glad that they gave the tag team titles to the guys last night or whatever, and stripped them, took them off the Young Bucks. Because listen, they were like supposed to take over AEW and blah blah blah, but that storyline was never going nowhere. They pile drive Tony Khan, and what happened? Nothing.
I bet you it's going to change I bet the Young Bucks is going back with the wrestler and help them to beat Moxley.
Well, and then last night, like last night, they showed them in there shredding documents and this and that. I didn't understand it. I don't know what it even pertained to. Like what the hell was the purpose?
I'm guessing is because they want you to think it's if the Young Buck is crooked, are they stealing money or what? Because you have to think. That's why when I'm looking at it, I said, wait a minute, what's going on? Why did they leave Carter behind? If the Young Bucks is going to be with them, Moxley, or what's going to happen?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was no lead up to it. I mean, I don't understand.
What that did to Adam Dobie, that's his contract of a contract of
yeah.
That was fucked up.
That's another guy. I like Darby Allin. I really like that guy. I really do. I mean, he's a good worker. But last night, man, when he come out of the ceiling and that his whole rig wouldn't come off like it was supposed to, that whole thing was just botched. And I'm like, oh God, come on, man. Get it together, bro. Just cut away from it with a camera or something, and that dude had to unhook him. It was messed up. The guy had to unhook him. And then that whole thing right there when they got ready to go off the air and everything where Moxley and all of them was talking, you could hear the guy, the producer, 90 seconds. You got 90 seconds left, 30 seconds left. And that kind of stuff don't need to be heard or seen on TV. Because it makes them look stupid.
Exactly.
It's like you have no idea and you have no of what you're doing or anything else. That shit they should have rehearsed and that until they had it down pat. That's why you need the performance center, or people need to show up before, so they can have the production meetings and have a plan if in case something goes wrong or something like that, but they don't. And that's where Tony Khan is dropping the ball when it comes to AEW, and that instead of making the workers toe the line like they're supposed to and quit being their best friend, you can still be friends with the boss, and the boss can still be friends with you, but after work, your work product and what you're putting on TV should be your main priority for your fans, because those are the people that are keeping you in business.
Mm-hmm.
That's the guys that pay. That's the fans is who pays your bills. That's the fans are the ones that show up to see these people. They buy the merchandise. They subscribe and buy the $50 pay-per-view if they can't go. You know what I mean? That's the people that you want, and you need a never-ending revolving source of fans coming in and new people, and want to when they turn it on and they're watching. If they're a first-time person that's watching the product, you want them to say, "Wow, man, this is a different alternative. This is great. I like this product, and I'm a wrestling fan, and I want to see what's going to happen next. But if they turn it on and all they see is botches and kicks that are missing each other fucking 4 miles away or whatever else, they're not going to tune back in. They're going to be, or they may even just change the channel in the middle of it. Like, what kind of backyard shit is this? Matter of fact, I've seen backyard matches that look better than some of that shit. That was good.
Oh, did Indiana told you he won a Hollywood costume on
I seen that.
the ladies of the eye top, you know, and you know that sneaky guy. He didn't even tell me he was going on a panel. When I saw him, I almost had a heart attack. I said, "What the fuck, Indiana on the panel?" You know, he did a dirty trick. You know, he did a bigger trick. You know, that's the first time I was surprised. You know, he won $25, and I told him, "Where's my hat at? What do you mean?" I said, "Well, you're my moderator, my head manager. You gotta give me percent." You know, I told him if you don't, I'm suing your ass.
Yeah. The NWO thing went way too far. It was the NWO black and then the NWO red, black and red or whatever. And and it just never was the same after the key players left. The whole angle with the invasion of the NWO was like really cool. You know, it was really cool to start with. I loved the whole angle with it and everything, but they just carried it too far.
I remember like the blast of the blast of the blast of the beach, whatever they call it,
Mm-hmm.
was in Huntington Beach one time.
And of course, you know, nothing for nothing. I'm glad Ric Flair's still alive. I don't wish nothing bad against anybody. But man, you've done retired 40 fucking times. Nobody cares anymore. Bro, you should have walked away a long time ago when you still had dignity. Now the people think you're a fucking joke. And I love Ric Flair. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I've met the man in person. I love the guy. Awesome dude. But man, just stay gone, bro. Just stay away. Nobody wants to see your old ass from up there by God trying to act like Mac Daddy.
Do anyone remember you now? Like Ric Flair?
I don't know whether they might, you know. I see a few wrestlers once in a while. I don't go to a lot of wrestling shows like I used to and everything. You know, matter of fact, I had IWF TNT or Tennessee contact me and asked me to come up November the 9th and do the Hall of Fame show and everything. I was a big part of their show for the longest time with IWF and everything. They wanted me to come up and do the Hall of Fame show. I don't know. You know, my time has come and gone. And I still, you know, like with the local indies here, once in a while I'll go and I'll talk with the young guys up and coming and I'll give them some advice and things like that.
It's not like it used to was. Your vibe gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going
I just don't want to go there. And I know I'm welcomed at most of the independent wrestling here in Tennessee that knows me, and I'm welcomed in most places.
I remember 40% of the wrestling.
But it's kind of like when you go there, they're like, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you." You know, and you know, hell, that was a good deal, and everything, you know, and it's good to see you, and it's good to have that stuff that they remember you. But it's just like I don't want to go back there and people feel sorry for me, and treat me a certain way because of what I used to do. That's not who I am now. I mean, but I still have enough where, like, if a young and up and coming wrestler needs some advice or wants to work on a little move set, or I'll watch, and I'll say, okay, listen, here's where you can improve with this, or maybe you can do this a little different. I don't mind doing that, but I don't want to go there and be a part of the show and people just to feel sorry for me, because that's not who I am. I mean,
they ask you to come.
It was nice that they've asked me to come. I thought that was great. I'm honored. And that I've gave it a lot of thought about actually going. It'd be good to see some of the other guys that I worked with before. 3 of the people that they're putting in the Hall of Fame has passed away.
Like who?
Southern Chaos, Beautiful Tom.
Never heard them before.
Well, they're independent wrestlers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gravestone. There's some really good workers there. Danny Ray, Rocky Top, a lot of them from Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Of course, that's when Jim Cornette ran Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Jim Cornette used to. I've wrestled for Jim Cornette at Smoky Mountain Wrestling. A lot of people don't like Jim Cornette. I don't always believe or agree with his political beliefs. That's his problem. Ain't got nothing to do with him personally. You know what I mean?
He's a good he's big good wrestlers.
He's smart when it comes to the business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I always tell everybody, you shouldn't discuss politics, because politics will hurt your friendship or whatever. Some people let it bother them. I don't care who you vote for. That's your business. Your political beliefs don't necessarily have to interfere with mine.
Let me go back to the A&W. You know who we could stop? Moxley and the crew. Get those legend like Mankind.
Well, I think most likely when he gets better, it'll probably be some kind of some kind of deal with Bryan Danielson. He's going to have surgery, and that it could be even somebody else they bring in from WWE. But what AEW also needs to do, and nothing against bringing in somebody, a free agent like Bobby Lashley or somebody, but they need to bring somebody like the homegrown guy, that's been there with AEW, not a former WWE guy, somebody that they have built, and make him or her the hero.
The problem is they don't do that.
I know. Absolutely, they don't do that, and they need to do that. I would love to see somebody like Danny Garcia or somebody, Swerve Strickland, even though he was a former WWE guy, but
he was?
Oh yeah, he was in NXT.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I like Swerve. I like watching him wrestle. Matter of fact, he's probably one of the most over wrestlers in AEW next to MJF and Will Ospreay. And that when they come out and they're singing his song, and he's got the little guy Prince of Nana with him, and that I pop for him. I mark out for him. I love what he does. But see that there again, there was no storyline. He done a match with Adam Page, and Adam Page burned his childhood home down and everything, and then Adam Page beat him, and there was no follow up. No, after the pay-per-view, there was no follow-up going into it afterwards. There was nothing, and now they're all Adam Page is doing what? He's already lost a match since the pay-per-view and everything else.
He should help get rid of Moxley storyline.
Yeah.
Like help them to get rid of, back it up. That's what they're supposed to do. He was good. He was very good because you see how frustrated he is. They keep doing him back and forth. He get pissed off, And then, I think sooner or later he would quit. He would quit A&W and go to WWE. You know what I'm saying? Because he told Tony Khan, I don't like playing games. Give me something that left the wrestling business, you know?
And there's nothing, there's no consistent storylines. Right now, Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland should be still in a story with each other. They only had one match. Now Swerve should be wanting another match, and then he goes in there and beats Hangman Adam Page, and then they do a third match, the blow off, and make it something good.
Well,
And
yeah,
that's how you tell stories.
yeah,
Long term booking.
If you lost the third match, hell versus Matthew, shut the hell off.
And it has to be something where they're, Hangman Adam Page is there again, another great worker. Just and now they got him running around like he's some crack-headed bum.
You know what is that's what make Daniel Brian Daniel Bryanson, the CEO for AEW.
Yeah.
He should make him he should make him the VIP. He knows more than the Young Bucks. Not Daniel Bryanson, the other one. Yeah, the other one when Moxie grabbed him yesterday. And,
yeah.
He knows better.
Well, I'll tell you another one that they've just made into a joke, as far as I'm concerned, and everything. And that's Chris Jericho. Probably one of the smartest men in the business.
Yeah.
And
hi.
I know that is such a hi guys.
Yeah.
Hi.
One time he was on Bischoff talk show and he asked Jericho, "What the hell are you doing?" He said, "What do you mean? What's this?" Hi. I know it's ridiculous. I talk to Tony Khan, but he's like a young McMahon. He says it's true. He's like a young Mr. McMahon. Stubborn.
Yeah, and the learning tree is not making any fucking sense because okay, he's got that big bill and that rattlesnake, whatever the hell his name is,
yeah.
and everything, but it makes no sense. It's guys that was already in a program that Danny Garcia and Big Bill were doing great together, but they never even had a blow off, where it was like further either one of them. They just took him like
Garcia and Big Bill. It was Big Bill and I forgot his I forgot his name. It's with
yeah, he was the young Rock knockoff.
No, Taz with Taz. Who's the man? Couple people left. I forgot the name.
And it's just they broke up that tag team after and everything, but they were good together.
What's the Big Show?
My point exactly.
Where's the Big Show? That would be really good when Big Show come out and beat up Moxley. That'll be a fucking.
They hired the Big Show, and what have they done with him? Nothing.
Yeah, and look at Henry. He left.
They've done absolutely nothing with the Big Show. I mean,
talent.
Nothing.
Young talent.
It's just it's amazing. If you look at Tony Khan's roster and at the people that he has and everything, and they're just so none of them are used. I mean, he'll get these people and You'll see them a couple times on TV, and then where do they go? They're wrestling at Applebee's for the VFW.
Look at this. Bobby Lashley and Benjamin. There's they're good tag team. They've been tag team together with MPL at WWE. That's all news.
Yep.
You know?
It's nothing new. We've seen it before.
I know. If you follow wrestling like we do, because oh no, here we go again. He's copyright WWE. You know, he should fight with Benjamin and how about the big giant with Young Singh. He should fight with Young Singh. You know.
And their Friday and Saturday shows, I couldn't tell you nothing much about Friday and Saturdays with AEW because I don't watch it because it's pointless. There's nothing that ever bleeds over into the main roster, and that it just makes no sense. It's just like hell, I can go watch that down here at the local indie show for $5. It's crazy. You know?
Look at Ethan Page. He's WWE. You know?
Doing a great job in WWE.
Look at LA Knight. You know?
Yeah, he's over as hell too. I like LA Knight in that. Tomorrow, Friday or Saturday afternoon for the pay-per-view for Peacock's going to be good. I can't wait. I guess Crown Jewel will be okay. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with Cody and Gunther. I think they've booked WWE has booked themselves in a no-win situation with that. And I've heard several other podcasters say the same thing. And I really do believe that they've backed themselves in a no-win situation with Cody Rhodes and Gunther because it's going to be a one and done. They're going to win. Somebody's going to win a useless title that's not going to make a shitting difference. Whoever has it.
You can look at A&W. Okay, there were time limits. Okay, when the time limit expired, it's over. Fuck the time limit. Let them fight. Somebody with the championship. You know when they have the time limit. Oh, it's a draw. Fuck that shit. Go extra minutes. You know.
Well, I think WWE could take some plays from like what AEW did when they had the tournament for the international title.
But the problem is no one cannot see the moves at all because Tony Khan did something very smart. He said no other sports cannot give my ideas copyrights. Very smart of him, you know.
Well, speaking of young talent, like look at Braun Breaker, probably going to be one of the next biggest stars in WWE. Already on the road to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Braun Breaker, second generation wrestler, a third generation, really good talent, really good. I mean, he's in that, but they need to start since they put him back over Jey Uso. They need to start booking him like he is a beast because he is.
Look at there are a lot of wrestlers, good wrestlers in WWE, and they go to like TNA and AEW. And Wayne Orton, he's done with WWE. He's to go to AEW. And
Randy Orton's awesome. I followed Randy Orton since he started back in 2000 or.
What does you do? Once if Ted win the belt, let Randy Orton come in the AEW and fight Edge.
Well, and also like with the matches coming up this Saturday and everything, Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins. I honestly believe that not Bronson Reed, But yeah, no, yeah, Big Bronson Reed, not yeah, Big Bronson Reed. I think he should totally go win the match between him and Seth Rollins. The guy's a monster. He should be booked like that. And maybe carry this out and have 2 or 3 matches with him and Seth Rollins. I don't care about the match between Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. There again, I don't see what storyline it furthers and everything. It's just, yeah.
Oh, you've been you ever heard hard presser news?
Who?
Hard press news.
Never
Hard
heard of him.
he's with Westside, and Westside is doing live with him. He's a visitor, and Westside have good videos coming out. You know Westside.
Yeah. I think a lot of the whole thing, like with AEW, it's not that they've got a bad product. They just need to fix it. They got good workers, and they've got good matches. And from what I understand, and when I watch it or whatever, their pay-per-views have been solid. Tony Khan, from what I've heard, is Mr. Pay-per-view. And
Why do you think all about the China special? China. You think what WWE did was cool of her?
Well, the whole thing about that's a lot of controversy with that. And she made some adult films and things like that. And but anybody that Googles it, even though they put her in the Hall of Fame and everything, anybody that Googles her or any of the past workers, that posed with Playboy or whatever, it's going to show up. And
you know why they put her in the Hall of Fame? You know why?
Oh yeah,
because of that video. Because of X-Pac having sex.
Well, as far as I'm concerned about Vince McMahon, he's probably one of the most disgusting people I've ever seen.
Exactly. If China was alive, she'd be really good in AEW.
Yeah, I could have seen her and Rhea Ripley doing a tag team together. That would have been awesome. But they've still got a chance now with that new lady that they just brought in that's in NXT now. I seen her last night. I can't remember her name. Nina, I believe is her name. Nina Bashir. And absolutely great looking woman as far as her size and everything. And that definitely would be good. Kind of like Bianca and Jade. I think that Jade needed to go to NXT and not be put on the main roster. I think she still needs to go to NXT. I don't like the way she wrestles. I don't know
why Wiggle left AEW,
Well, because he wanted to go back and work for Triple H, and him and Triple H are buddies, and they've had a good career together and all that stuff and everything.
But sometimes I don't know about Triple H. You know what? I'm surprised. I'm very surprised Vince McMahon didn't give the gift to WWE. I was shocked. Well, night, Mel. I'm leaving. My lunchtime. It's nice talking to you all about wrestling.
Yep, you too, buddy. Thank you for coming up.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Hi, Patches.
All right, everybody. I'm going to jump off here for a little bit. Y'all have a good one. And maybe I'll see y'all later tonight. Maybe I'll go live and do something, or maybe we'll just record a video or something. I don't know. Till next time, I'm James, Nightmares Adventures. Good day.